Well, uh, well, that was a bummer. Hopefully I just fixed the sound. Sorry for that. Sorry, folks. We're experiencing a few technical difficulties. I think we have sound now. So, are we good? Okay. Welcome to the Lock Sportscast, your weekly source for Locksport news and sometimes interviews. I'm your host, Charles Krent. In today's episode, we're giving some very talented pickers some cheap plastic trophies. Something like that. Welcome to the 2020 Locky Awards live stream. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Charles Krent. If you don't follow me on social media or follow my podcast, you might not be aware exactly what's going on here today. So the Locky Awards is this awards program that I decided to start without really thinking things through. And it's primarily focused around YouTube, but it's for the Locksport community, and it's for the most part around the YouTube, with some exceptions. The nominees were all selected by members of the community during an open nomination period in January. The winners were selected by the community also in an open voting period in February. This is the first year for the Locky Awards, and it was kind of an alpha test. I made a lot of mistakes along the way, including not promoting it very well. So if you didn't get a chance to vote or nominate, I apologize. I take full responsibility for that. The Locky Awards is, sponsored and hosted by the Lock Sportscast, me, with generous help from Panda-Frog, who hosted the nomination and voting systems on his site, challengelock.com. There was also a lot of help from my executive producers of the Lock Sportscast, who helped to offset the costs of the podcast and this program by being patrons. So I'd just like to thank them here. There's 10 of them now. So we have Medler, Panda-Frog, Michael Gilchrist, Starry Lock, Williams Brain, Dave to be deciphered, Liban's Locksport Journey, Pat from Uncensored Tactical, Bill N, and PH Picker. So thank you to all of you. I really, really appreciate it. I hope everything is working well now. Don't see any glitches. So we'll keep going. The categories for 2020. I guess I should clarify, all the videos that were allowed to be nominated and voted on were from 2020. We cut it off at the end of the year and started nominating videos from the previous year. So the videos that we're going to be going over are from 2020. So the categories for 2020 were Best Editing, Best Audio, Best Lighting, Best Visual Aids or Effects, Most Informative Video, Most Creative Video, Most Impressive Pick, Best Out of Package Pick, Most Impressive Gutting Disaster, Most Supportive Commenter, Most Creative Challenge, which could have been but was not necessarily needing to be part of a giveaway, the Most Creative Giveaway, which was partly the giveaway, the overall structure and challenge that went with it. Best Challenge Lock, the Best Custom Made Pick. Both of those didn't have to be made on YouTube videos, but they did have to have been featured in a video for that year. And the Community Spirit Award, which the person that did the most to support the Locksport community, but it was not at all limited to YouTube. It could be anybody from any part of the community. So the way I'm going to do this tonight is I'm going to read off for each category who the nominees are. and the videos that people submitted that they liked by them with their nominations. And then I will play a clip that contains about 30 seconds of one video from each person that was nominated. Like I said, some nominees have multiple videos that were sent in. For the sake of brevity, I'm only going to play one short clip of one of the videos. And it may not be the one you would have chose, but it's what I found was easy to clip and seemed to be the best part that demonstrated what we were looking for. Let's see if I can get my system straightened out here. So, anybody have any questions before I get started here? I don't. Looks like everything's working. All right, so we'll start off with Best Editing. In Best Editing, the nominees were Artichoke 2000. The two videos that were submitted were how to visually pick the Multilock MT5 Plus sliders and EVA 3KS picked and gutted. A Monitor Darkly for the Fichette Bausch M2B picked and gutted. And Fish Picks for his Should Locksport Be Illegal video. So let's have a look.
So the first step in picking the 3KS is to set all the sliders in any gate. Once they are all set, you must then differentiate the true gate from the false gate with a jiggle test. The true gate will jiggle more, the false gate will jiggle less, or not at all if bound. Let's look at this in action. In this example, we have only 3 sliders in the last positions, number 4, 5, and 6. For each of these sliders, the false gate will be on the bottom and the true gate will be on the top.
Monitor Darkly here. Today we're going to be looking at the Fichette Bausch M2B. And I'd like to thank JD for getting this to me. So the M2B is a really cool wafer lock. And the wafers in this lock, there's 8 of them by the way. There's one hidden up here. The wafers in this lock are biaxial, meaning they move in 2 directions.
And to do that, we're going to consider the cautionary tale of the TSA Master Key scandal. The Travel Security Administration was set up in response to 9/11 and was put in place to ensure that all luggage passing through the commercial aviation system could be opened and checked by airport agents. Often in the past, passengers would receive their bags and cases back only to find that their locks had been cut off. And so a gap in the market presented itself, which was filled by Travel Sentry.
So those are the nominees for Best Editing. So let's find out who won. My wife made these up. So Best Editing. And the winner is Artichoke 2000. Congratulations, Artichoke. And unfortunately, there's no way for me to have people here right now to do acceptance speeches or anything like that, so we'll just keep moving. In Best Audio, the nominees were Legend of the Samurai for Schlage Everest 29 SL Primus XP, picked and partially gutted. Artichoke 2000 for How to Visually Pick the Multilock MT5 Plus with sliders. And Lock Noob for Zeta ZR45 Sidebar Dimple Lock Pick and Gut. And
Hello, Legend of the Samurai here with the Schlage Everest 29 SL Primus XP, which is way too many names for a lock, but this is their current highest security offering. It uses 7 of what they call L pins on the top, and those interact with, they're actually false gated sliders, and they interact with a sidebar on the left side. And then on the right side, from the Primus XP line, we have the 5 finger pins that need to be lifted and rotated, and those have a separate sidebar on the left.
Pulsing tension will allow the sidebar to repeatedly strike the sliders. By pulsing tension, you are repeatedly forcing the sidebar to hit the malpositioned slider, and this causes the slider to bounce within the lock. If you pulse tension when the slider is correctly positioned within the gate in line with the sidebar, it will not move. In this manner, you can see which sliders are set in the correct position. They are the ones that are not moving.
Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and well, do you know what? This is actually one of my favourite looking locks, and it's made in Taiwan, but it's made really well. And why I like it, well, I just love the shape and the feel and the look of this thing. It's just surprisingly tactile. It's surprisingly just really, really nice.
So those were the nominees for Best Audio. And the winner is Lock Noob. Congratulations, Lock Noob. I have a trophy set aside for you. And the next category is Best Lighting. So the nominees in Best Lighting were Legend of the Samurai for the same one. Schlage Everest 29 SL Primus XP picked and partially gutted. Mr. Paradise for my YouTube recording setup. Artichoke 2000 for how to visually pick the Multilock MT5 Plus sliders. And we'll just take a look at their clips.
Okay, so this looks like a mortise cylinder, and it comes apart in a rather strange fashion. So first, Schlage's using their new cap at the back, so you push that little pin down, and then that pops off. Take out the little pin and spring. And there's actually a kick cylinder in here, but you can't take it out yet.
As you can see, the lighting isn't the greatest right now, but boom, when I turn on that guy and I turn on this guy, then now we get that more clear, less shadows. That's what's important. Otherwise, without the right lighting during the right part of the day, we can kind of have shadows, even though the lighting looks friggin' pretty all-time epic right now.
Pin and pin design such that each key pin has an outer pin and an inner pin which interact with a key. The MT5 is different from other types of multi-locks as it adds an element of 5 unsprung sliders which interact with this groove in the key. These sliders are considered the most difficult element in picking the MT5. With this presentation, I wanted to describe and demonstrate a technique for visually picking the MT5 sliders.
And those were the nominees for Best Lighting. I don't have a drum roll, but the winner for Best Lighting is Artichoke 2000 again. Congratulations. There's some really good entries in that one. This was a pretty competitive category, this next one. Best visual aids and effects. We have The Butcher's Block, Answering a Question for Pocket Woman and a Bit of Show and Tell, Artichoke 2000, How to Visually Pick the Multi-Lock MT5 Plus Sliders, Fish Picks, Should Locksport Be Illegal, and How to Pick Any Medical Lock Redo by Lockfall Laboratories. So, let me set those up.
So it's got a passive sidebar with an active element, basically for key control. And it depresses this little nubbin there, which depresses the trap pin in, where's the core? So if you see inside there, it's got a trap pin. So that is what the sidebar is for.
Be naming them according to their correct set position within the lock when looking at them from the front of the lock. Before going any further, it is very important that you understand that for this demonstration, we are looking at the sliders from the back of the lock. Therefore, when we are in this view and I describe a far left pin, it will appear to be set to the far right. I'm going to label the right and the left side of the keyway to try and avoid confusion.
It turned out that they had left a sensitive document containing high-res images of all 7 of the master key profiles on an unprotected part of their server that was easily accessible to the general public. And so these were harvested and used to iterate new and better blueprints which worked perfectly. Now, anyone with a 3D printer can own their own set of fully functioning TSA keys, or, if you're someone like me who doesn't, you can just buy pre-cut keys online.
So to actually rotate a pin, first we need to let up a lot on tension, but not so much that we drop our driver pins. Then we can just rotate or kind of tilt our pick to one side, in this case to the left. And positioning it just past the pin, we give it a pull. This should easily rotate the pin if you're not stuck too hard in a false gate. Otherwise, you'll have to come up off the tension even more. You could also push from the front, but I find pulling from the rear of the pin to be more controllable.
So those were the nominees in Best Visual Aids and Effects, and there were some really good videos in that one. I'm glad I didn't have to decide. The community took care of that for me. So let's see what they decided. Best Visual Aids and Effects. Artichoke 2000 again. He's cleaning up here. I do have to admit that video had some really great down the keyway shots, so not surprising, and some really great information. All right, let's take a quick break to wet my whistle. All right, well, congratulations, Artichoke. Very well done so far. Let's see what the rest of these hold. We have Most Informative Video. And Artichoke 2000 is nominated in this one too, and this time with 4 separate videos submitted to reference. So, like the others, how to visually pick the Multi-Lock MT5 Plus sliders, Miwa U9 picked and gutted, Yale 5000 picked and gutted, Eva 3KS picked and gutted. Michael Gilchrist was nominated for 2 videos, Key Impressioning and Schlage Kick Cylinder Lock. EVA 3KS passive sidebar explained. And I'm not sure how to say this name, Naswek, Naswek, jiggle test, and the four fundamental pin states. So let's see what those videos look like.
In this lock, levers 4, 6, and 7 are mounted from the right, and the rest are mounted from the left. When we examine a cross-section of the U9, we can see the spacers and the upper rod, which serves as the axis upon which the levers rotate. Let's install a lever with the attached spring in the left orientation. If we push the lever to the left, it will rotate about its mounted axis. It also moves the bottom of the lever, which has elements that interact with the sidebar.
If you have a plug, you can stick this in an empty plug and put your Sharpie down and mark where all the holes are. That's what I did here. If you don't have one of those, regardless, you should grab yourself one of these for whatever key you're dealing with. This is from lockreference.com, and this gives you your spacing here, which is going to tell you how far from the bow each pin is. Okay. Another super useful thing is the root depths. This is going to tell you how high up from the bottom of the key those particular pinnings go.
This one is underset. You can feel the key pin on the pick. It rises without resistance, just like the set pins, but instead of feeling that springiness right here, you just feel the binding driver. It hits a hard, unyielding stop, but you can lift through it. And continue lifting and set the pin.
So those were the nominees in the most informative video category. Before I announce the winner, I just want to take a quick second here to mention what I forgot to mention earlier, which is everyone who was nominated should be honored. The community members took the time to follow the instructions, to go find the site, and create a login on Panda-Frog's website to be able to nominate you. So the fact that the members appreciated your videos enough to go through that process in this day and age, I think is quite impressive. So anyway, I just wanted to make that abundantly clear that that's the way I feel. I think anyone who is nominated on here should feel very appreciated by the community. So let's find out who won in the most informative video category. Artichoke 2000 again. I have to admit, I picked the clip from the U9 video because I loved that video. So when I didn't vote. I'm saying when I pulled the clip to play here, I specifically pulled the U9 because I just love that video, and that was the only category that particular video was nominated in. So let's see, we are on the most creative video category, and this one is a fun one. So let's get to watching those videos. I just realized I didn't say who the nominees were, so we're going to do that over. Most creative video nominees are The Bone in the Box for FU PLS Gib 29SL. Dusty and Windy for Mr. Paradise Parody Misfit, Dusty and Windy. Michael Gilchrist for Key Impressioning a Schlage Kick Cylinder Lock. Isaac Hashman for contest entry video, Mr. Paradise parody. Now let's watch them.
This will work.
That lock hunting. These old cruddy buildings that getting tore down. It's just gonna get thrown away, so it's good to just go salvage some of these misfit locks. You never know what you might find. Save it from the dumpster. Let's see. Yeah, this rundown place gonna get hauled off. Barrels. Well, look, there we go. Look at that. Even with the keys, got us a awesome quick set barrel lock. Barrel's gonna get thrown away, so
I think we have one of these mythical locks in the wild. Actually, let's get out there. Let's see what that is. Alright, sorry, my area out here is a bit of a mess. Should clean it. But look, right there. Look at that thing. It's a... Oh, not this guy here. That's a little toad. But look at that. It's one of those locks in the wild.
Hey guys, it's Pickin' Paradise here, and today we're celebrating Starry Lock's birthday bash. Let's go out on the ocean. It's definitely my first take.
Hey!
Hey!
Hello!
Hello! Check out this beautiful view. Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
So those were the very entertaining videos for most creative video. That was a fun one to pull clips from. Those were all very funny. It was hard to choose a good clip to get. So the winner of most creative video, and you know, Artichoke isn't in this one, so he can't steal this one. Dusty and Wendy. Congratulations, Dusty and Wendy. Let's see. The next category is most impressive pick. The nominees for this category were A Monitor Darkly for the Ruco Grant Plus or ASA DP 4400, picked and gutted. Legend of the Samurai for two separate videos, ASA Twin 6000 Gins, picked and gutted. And Sergeant and Greenleaf 8088 Combination Padlock Manipulated. And Lock-A-Lot for EVA 3KS with false gates, pick and gut. So let's watch the video clips for most impressive pick. I should say this is before he started talking in his videos, so.
I have built a relatively simple rig. This is a dial indicator mounted on some plywood. It has a post to accept the lock, and I have a spring to apply constant force. So I compress that in place, dial all wheels left to 0, and 0 out the dial. This is
Let us go. 3-minute pick. Okay. Make sure we're still in frame. As you can see, it's picked. Boom. It's locked back up. Okay. Just key.
That was a good one. I picked that part of the EVA 3KS one because I just love the excitement in the voice. Whenever you do something, pick a difficult lock, and especially when you pick it fast, that's a great feeling, and I just love when it's captured on film. So I just dated myself. I said film. So, most impressive pick. Drum roll. Winner is Legend of the Samurai. Congratulations, Legend of the Samurai. I don't know which of those two videos would have been everybody's favorite, but I was impressed by his ingenuity on the Sergeant and Greenleaf manipulation. So that's why I displayed that clip on there. I'm just taking a second to look at the comments. All right. Well, the next category we had was Best Out of Package Pick. There were 2 nominees in this category. The Butcher's Block for Out of Pack Pick of a Lockwood 119/50 for Stock Lock Sunday. And Panda-Frog for lock picking a Berg Buckner C-Line 222 15 SB Big Fail. So let me get those videos up here to take a look.
How's it going, guys? Butcher's Block here, and today I have a Lockwood 50mm 119/50. So this one and the next few videos of mine are going to be out of the pack picks. So just want to show how I sort of approach, you know, a known lock that I know generally how to pick, but you know, unknown bitting and whatnot.
Let's see which tension tool you can use. I'll try something bottom. What? Okay, it already opened. Let's try this again. Oh, we got another one of just tensioning tool opening.
Out of the pack pick with a tension tool. Yeah. I have to say some of these were really hard to get clips that even began to capture the video in without making them extremely long. So limiting myself to about 30 seconds per clip kind of limited what I was able to pull out on some of these, and I don't think I was able to do justice to some of them, like Butcher's Block video there. But let's find out who won this. For best out of pack pick, the winner is Panda-Frog. Congratulations, Panda-Frog. You won best out of package pick with a tension wrench. Some of those little locks are not that impressive. All right. Next category, most impressive gutting disaster. This was another fun one, but another one that was kind of difficult to pull clips. So the nominees were Hogmaster 13 for Yale Superior 7-pin force lighter pick and gutting disaster, Georgia Jim for fastest challenge lock open ever with pick and gut, and A Monitor Darkly, Ricard, I can't pronounce that. It'll be up on the screen in a little bit, and you can read it off of that, because I am not going to be able to say that.
All right. Oh, that was stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. One hell of a gutting disaster. Okay, that's fine. I knew that was there, and then it happened anyway.
Let me just make sure I didn't put that in too tight and I can still turn the cylinder. Alright. Oh, what the f— Well, I got it open. So, I guess we can, look at the pins.
Crap. Looks like I mangled a spring here.
Like I said, some of those were hard to clip. They're long sections of stuff, but they were fun to watch because we've all done it. I don't know anybody in locksport who can honestly say they've never had a gutting disaster of any kind. I'm sure there are people, but I haven't met one yet. So, for most impressive gutting disaster, the winner is Georgia Jim for his fastest challenge lock opening ever. Congratulations, Jim. That was a good one. Your reaction was great. All right. The next category was most supportive commenter. There is no videos for this. I did put together a little clip thing, but I'll just let the nominees be read as we go here. So let's watch the video. Southampton Lockpicking Club, Legend of the Samurai, Pocket Woman, Evil Arch Conservative, and Maureen Swallow. Okay, let's try that again. I had my mute on. Those were the more supportive commenters. I don't know when I muted. So Southampton Lockpicking Club, Legend of the Samurai. I don't know when I forgot to turn the mute off. So I apologize for that. When did you guys lose me? How much did I lose? Did you get the end of Most Impressive Gutting Disaster or not? That's something I need to know. And did you get the intro to Most Supportive Commenter? Anybody in the comments? I know we got a delay, so I'll wait just a second. Stall. See if anybody can tell me. Muted right after. Oh, okay. So most supportive commenters, as you saw, were Southampton Lockpicking Club, Legend of the Samurai, Pocket Woman, Evil Arch Conservative, and Marine Swallow. It's very hard to show. What I was saying was it's very hard to show that on a video because it's just something. How often do they comment? How good are their comments? And the community members have chosen, but it's really hard for me to demonstrate that here. So that's why that's what you got there. So the winner for most supportive commenter is a tie between Southampton Lockpicking Club and Pocket Women. Congratulations to both of you. I actually printed out an extra trophy so that I can make sure to send you both trophy. So congratulations. You've both earned it. And the next was Most Creative Challenge. The nominees in this were Alex for the Mad Aussie Challenge, Rune Picker for the RP Spicy Challenge, Panda-Frog for the 1 Million Scoville Locksport Club, Down Under Monkey for the DUM 100. So we will switch over to a clip, and hopefully I keep the audio going. This time, Most Creative Challenge.
Alex doesn't have a channel as such, so he's chosen a group of people to host the rules each week. So each week, the host of the rules will change, and Alex will release that information to that particular person to make a short rule video, and then the challenge will begin after that. Then you have a week to get your challenge completed and earn your entry into the draw.
And then you must take a shot of Tabasco or something spicier before picking. So, for example, you can have multiple entries. So, for example, let's say I pick this lock and I have the Tabasco and I want a second entry. I'll pick a different challenge lock and I'd take something spicier than Tabasco for the next challenge lock. You can go online and look at the Scoville scale to see what qualifies and what doesn't qualify.
To get into this lockpicking 1 Million Scoville Club, I will put a hashtag in the video. I'm gonna prepare the milk. You will need to get one of this Mad Dog, 1 Million Scoville or something similar, and one of the serving spoons, which is not big. And then you have to take it in your mouth, lick it clean, and wait about a minute. All right.
Now, number 3, modify or write your own nursery rhyme or short story with locks or lockpicking as the character or theme. So basically, take a nursery rhyme, modify it, put locks in there. Doesn't really matter. You don't even have to pick a lock. That's easy as. Read out your work on video. If you don't make videos or don't have the confidence, email it to me and I'll read it out for you. All right.
So those were the nominees for Most Creative Challenge. There were some good entries in that one. All those were fun to watch. Most Creative Challenge, and the winner is Alex for the Mad Aussie Challenge. I see your comment up there, Michael, that you haven't heard from Alex in months. Is anybody else? There have been a few people that kind of disappeared from the community here recently, so hopefully he's still around. Congratulations. Yeah, hope everything's okay. So the next was the Most Creative Giveaway. So this is one that actually had to encompass the whole giveaway and everything, and actually had to be part of a giveaway. So the nominees were Down Under Monkey for the Scissors Paper Rock Championship 2020, Panda-Frog for My Giveaway Starts Now, #mini Panda-Frog, and Mr. Paradise for the 500 sub giveaway. And take a quick look at some clips from those.
So, 3 hand signals: scissors, paper, or rock. You can give me 2 rocks and a scissors, or a paper and 2 scissors. I don't care. 3 choices. You will be randomly pitted against somebody else, drawn out of some sort of a receptacle. How's it going to work? So, here's a little mock-up. We have 10 players. 1 versus 2, 3 versus 4, 5 versus 6, and so on. 1 and 2 verse, the winner goes to the next round.
Let's just really quickly recapitalize. You have to use mini Panda-Frog. You can guess the birthday of my mini panda, the size, the weight, and I will draw some random video person to get a fourth prize. You have to pick 1 lock, single pin picking. Doesn't matter if it's hard or not.
Hashtag Mr. Paradise parody. So in order to get all this cool stuff up here that you see, and we're going to go over here in a second, you need to pick one of my videos from my YouTube channel, Mr. Paradise, and you need to make a parody of that video. Have fun with it, guys. I have very thick skin, so you're not going to hurt my feelings. I love a good laugh. So let's have some fun with it and do that.
So the Mr. Paradise one gave us some good videos for the Most Creative Video section of this. So those are all fun. And it's good to see in the comment section that at least somebody knows where Alex is. So that's good. Let's find out who won for the Most Creative Giveaway. Was it Down Under Monkey with the Scissor Paper Rock, Panda-Frog with the Mini Panda-Frog, or Mr. Paradise with his 500 sub giveaway that included the parodies? The winner is Panda-Frog for the Mini Panda-Frog giveaway. I know a lot of people participated in that one, and I announced it for quite a while on the Lock Sportscast. So, hey, it gave me a lot of content, and people seem to really enjoy it because they voted for it. So, congratulations to Panda-Frog. Let's see. Challenge lock. Best challenge lock is the next category. The nominees for best challenge lock are Rune Picker for his challenge lock called Four Eyes, lock 1, and Down Under Monkey for Interceptor. And I've got some clips of those being featured on video here, so we'll just take a quick look.
And I'm not going to take it apart because I don't want to spoil the pins in the way the mechanism works. It's locked back up now, but I will bring the camera over. And you can see that the pins in there. You see that there are pins in there, so it's not just like a free working lock. So that is Four Eyes, the first one done.
Okay, today we have a very nice challenge lock, the Interceptor by Down Under Monkey. This goes with the one from the other day, Mad Max, with the spikes, if you watch my other video. So these are a paired set. It's beautiful, beautiful lock. However, the very nice details do make it quite difficult to put in a vise in a traditional way.
Okay. Is the stream okay? I'm seeing a weird glitch here on my end. Let me know if there's any problems with the stream here, guys. So those were the nominees for Best Challenge Lock. Okay, thank you, Michael. Mr. Paradise, it is not rigged. All right. Best Challenge Lock. We have another tie. We had 2 entries and we had a tie. So the winners are Rune Picker and Down Under Monkey both. So yeah. And yes, I have an extra statue, so you both can get one. Congratulations to both of you. I keep forgetting to hit the applause button. Let's see, comments. All right. Yeah, I think they were both really great challenge locks. I was really impressed with Rune's making the lock from scratch approach. It's not something you see very often. And the Interceptor was just a piece of art. So let's move on to, speaking of pieces of art, we'll move on to best custom made pick. If I could talk, we could get through this quicker. The first nominee is Engineer Snowman. The second is Jason J from XB Mods. And the third is Logan is on platforms. And I have found, people sent in with their nominations as requested, some videos that showed the picks they had made. So we will show that now.
He sent me this custom-made picks in a custom-made case. These really nice shiny picks, finished with beeswax. I got the scoop here. This 80,000.
Wow, look at that. Don't even think my hands are doing this justice being in the way. These are just little blemishes from where it's got a few smears on it, obviously. from being touched. This is his Batarang pick, and it's made in silver. I'm shaking looking at that. Obviously we'll get some shots up and stuff.
So let's start with that. This is a pick that I recently got from Logan is on Discord, and it is a pleasure to use.
Yeah, the last clip was really short because that was all there was that actually featured the pick besides the picking, which took a little while to get into. So, some very beautiful picks there. Some great work. And Mr. Paradise, this was not rigged. If I had rigged this, they would all be in the continental United States, so I didn't have to pay much shipping. Let's see who won for the best custom-made pick. We're almost done, guys. And gals. I gotta stop doing that. I have this tendency to always say guys. It shows my age. Best custom-made pick. Engineer Snowman. Congratulations. He does make some amazing picks. He, she, I guess I should not assume. Very beautiful work. So this last category is the Community Spirit Award. And I asked when people submitted that they submitted the reason why they were nominating these people for the Community Spirit Award. This is not limited to YouTube. This could be anywhere in the locksport community, whether it be, at a tool or Lockpickers United, some Discord, Reddit, Facebook group, YouTube, wherever. It just was who has the community spirit, who embraces the full community spirit, basically, I guess. I don't know how to really describe it, but people seem to understand what I was going for. So the nominees in this category were Super Loki and Panda-Frog. And in the following video clip, you will see the nominee and then a quote from the people who nominated them as to why they were nominated. So I thought I would include that just to let everybody know why they were nominated for this award. And on playing that, I realized that doesn't work really well in the video, so maybe I'll just read these quotes. So for Super Loki, the quote was, "Just for the simple reason that this dude has probably the biggest burden to carry and is still always in a good mood, helps new pickers to gain skill, is always friendly, and helps the Discord running like a pro. When you ask around things about Loki, not a single negative thing will be heard," or written, I guess. Sorry, misread the quote. For Panda-Frog, there were 4 separate quotes here. Panda-Frog is always active on our lockpicking, YouTube, and created both challengelock.com and the 1 Million Scoville Locksport Club, and is always doing giveaways and participating with the Locksport community. The next quote was, "Hottest club, many giveaways, creating a community and bringing people together." And the next one was, "He is a great dude and does tons of giveaways to support the community." And the last was, "He made the nomination and voting website and has run a ton of giveaways in 2020. And yes, I give him full props. I don't think this would be happening right now, at least not as efficiently as it did, which was not super efficient, but the only reason it was any bit efficient is because Panda-Frog just came to me and offered. He says, I can do it on my website. So, and I didn't have a clue at that time how we were going to do the nomination and voting. I was still trying to figure that out. So thank you very much, Panda-Frog. Community spirit. Drum roll, please. Panda-Frog. And again, congratulations, Panda-Frog. But again, just to all the people who were nominated who may not have won this time, it should be a huge honor that people nominate you. Because again, this was not just a click on a link to nominate somebody. They had to read the instructions, click on a link, go in, create a login on challengelock.com, Panda-Frog's website, submit their nominations, and I asked everybody to submit videos for why, to demonstrate why they were nominating people. So this took work for people to nominate you. So the fact that they went through that work to nominate you should show you how much they value you. So congratulations to everyone who was nominated, and an extra congratulations to all the winners. Wow, quite a few people on this stream. Welcome, everyone. Sorry I wasn't directly dealing with the comments too much during the stream. I was trying to get through what I had to do here. Where are we at on runtime on this? What is that? Thank you, everyone who tuned in. Thank you to everyone who took the time to help out by nominating and voting. And I apologize to any of you who wanted to take part in that process and didn't because you didn't know about it. I am terrible at promotion, so that's on me. But it actually turned out better than I thought it would this year. I expected this year, with me just diving in without a good plan, to be a complete disaster. But so far it's turned out good. For those of you who won, get in touch with me, podcast at locksportscast.com or charles@charlescurrent.com. Or you can come on the Discord or any of the other contact methods you can find at locksportscast.com and get a hold of me and get me your addresses. I'm covering the shipping on these. There's no obligation. All you have to do is let me know where to ship them, and I will get them out to you. And, on the bright side, I get to ship several to Artichoke and a few more to Panda-Frog. So, yeah, that one's outside the country, but at least it's a few to the same destination, so that'll save me a little. And thank you again. I want to thank the Patreon subscribers that have been helping out with the Lock Sportscast, and they have been also, because of their donations, it helps to offset the cost of the shipping for these trophies. So thank you, all of you. I really do appreciate it. This community has been amazing, and this was my little bit to try and bring some fun to the community. I hope it worked, and if everybody enjoyed it, just drop me a note. Let me know what you thought. If you have any critiques of what could be done better without making it super expensive. And yeah. Thank you for showing up. Oh. I don't know what else to say, but thank you. And congratulations to all the winners. And thank you for everyone that showed up. It's a great community. Bye.